So y'all want to know why I have such a huge problem with Modern Warfare 3? Hold on, let me make sure. I want to make sure I'm recording this because I might just copy over it, put a video on it, or put gameplay on it and make a video. Alright, so now, my problem with World War II is, well, I can't think what there's not a problem of, honestly. I was hyped about it being back to boots on the ground. I didn't really care at the time about the changes to the perks that they were doing. Didn't really care about none of that. Didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal, right? Didn't play it. Played the beta a little bit, but that was it. Boots on the ground, hyped about it. Got the game. Now, I've always, since the beginning of time, played CoD on console. I decided for this one to get it on PC. So, all of my complaints might be a PC thing. Might be the game's port on PC causing the issues. I don't know what it is. So, these might not all be console and PC. Just PC. So, boots on the ground, fine, cool, dandy. Rode that whole hype train. Game comes out. Has fun. Until you get first prestige, then it's like, alright, grind time. You're playing the game now. You don't really care. Your fun's over. It's serious. Well, I guess for me. Then you notice how, compared to other Call of Duties, for me, the time to kill is super, super slow compared to other CODs, right? There's times where it's super inconsistent, where your shots, first two shots might not hit, or I haven't seen it recently, but I've heard complaints, and I had witnessed there where you'll get hit markers, but you're not actually hitting the enemy. That makes any sense? You're not damaging the enemy, right? You're looking at them, you're shooting, you're getting hit markers, but they're not actually damaging them. So, hit detection seems to be a problem in the PC port, which I don't expect anything too good to come out of the PC port. Just I wanted it to be decent, okay, playable. Hit detection is bad. The time to kill is bad, but that could be because of the hit detection problems. There's people talking over here. Let me move away from them. Actually, let me just go to the main lobby. Could I do that? There we go. Alright, sorry about that. So, where was I? Hit detection, the time to kill is bad. The reason I say the time to kill, here's my explanation. Here's how I'm going to explain the time to kill. Right? So, say you come around a corner or you're in a doorway, whatever your situation is there, and you see two enemies, right? They're looking at you. Okay? Say you choose to shoot the guy on the left, right? It takes, you're using an MP40 or any other SMG, it takes 4 to 5 shots to kill the guy on the left, right? Assuming he's full health, it takes 4 to 5 shots to kill him. By the time you get your 5 shots off, the guy to your right is going to kill you. If the guy to your left didn't get a bullet on you. Assuming these guys know how to play the game and know how to shoot a gun. Other CODs, you could kill the guy on the left quick enough till the point you can kill the guy on the right. That happens a lot in like COD 4, MW3, MW2. In this game, it's way harder to get those double kills in that scenario than anything else. Because you can't really help. You have to shoot one of them, right? You have to kill at least one of them before you can kill the other. But by the time you kill one of them, the other one kills you. So that needs fixed, or I don't know what the problem is there. Like I said, could be the hit detection, don't know. So let's see what else. What's other reasons I hate this game or despise this game right now? Alright, the way that they have their perk systems, right? Actually, no, hold on. First, there's a perk in this game that you start out with, level 1, called Espionage. Most OP shit in the fucking entire game, right? I think it should be taken out. It shouldn't be in the game. Maybe change to like, maybe it shows up on the the enemy's map, not the whole team. This basic training, this badge, this whatever you want to call it, is so messed up. So you get into a fight with a guy with espionage, right? You're in a fight with him, you kill him, he hits you one time. His team now knows for, I think it's 10 to 15 seconds, his team now knows that you're injured. They also know where you're going. They can't really tell where you're facing, but they know where you're going, where you're hiding for 10 to 15 seconds. I think I said minutes on accident earlier. I meant seconds. They know that you're hit now because you're on their map. They can easily just turn the corner, kill you, since they know where you're at. You can't just kill the guy, run away, you're good to go. Or kill the guy, continue killing because you're low and they can see you. You're at their disadvantage, right? So, now some people are like, all right, well, everyone can use espionage. You can't complain about it. But then there's, in this game, I'm trying to move these problems that I have together to make one like long ass rant complaint thing, but I don't think I can. So since we're talking about basic training and espionage, the basic training, I feel like you shouldn't be able to only have just one. I think that might be a problem. Because in PC at least, the aim punch, I'm not sure if you guys know what aim punch is, but it's the effect of when you're aiming down sights an enemy, he shoots you and your gun just flies into the sky, okay? Or your sights fly into the sky. That might be an exaggeration, but still. On PC, that is really it's just really bad on PC. Because I can't really compare it to console, because I don't really know how it is on console. It might be fine on console. But to counter it, you have to rock Prime, or else you're going to lose the fight. Almost like 80% of the time, you're going to lose the fight. If you don't have primed and the enemy team, or the enemy that you're fighting does, like head on. If you're a rusher like I am, you have head on fights a lot. You need primed. You're going to be at disadvantage, which makes gunfights almost unpredictable, almost RNG wise, right? It's your fights are always inconsistent. I don't think I've had a consistent fight. I've had times where I was shooting a guy with, I don't have primed, and he'll shoot me, and my MP40 will just swing to the right for no reason, like top right, no reason. You pretty much have to use primed. Since you have to use primed to win most fights, that means you can't use other basic trainings, like if you wanted espionage, or if you wanted hustle, if you wanted gunslinger, ordnance, all those other ones that could help you. You can't use those. Sorry, I was reading something. I'm reading the chat too. So, since you can't use those, you're not getting those benefits. Well, no shit, you're not getting those benefits. But, so you can't like hide from UAVs. You can't use, I don't remember what basic training it is that hides you from the mini-map. I don't remember what the basic training was called for that. So then you have to go to your divisions, right? So each division has the 4 perks that you get from it. For example, Mountain, right? You get your sniper sharpshooter, you're always invisible to enemy recon, you're hidden to player controlled streaks, and your movement silent. Now, I love Mountain. I feel like I'm forced to use Mountain because on PC, again, this is PC reasons, could be different in console, your footsteps, you sound like a goddamn elephant. Even your team's footsteps sound like a goddamn elephant. On Mountain, it turns your footsteps almost quiet. Your team's still loud. I sound whore my team all the fucking time thinking that they're enemies because of how loud they are. And people always have UAV on constantly, so Mountain helps stay away from UAV. So that's your 3 normal perks on any Call of Duty. So that's pretty much like Mountain has dead silence built into it, right? Mountain has Ghost or whatever you want to call it built into it, so you're not in UAV. And then your third perk would be whatever your basic training is, which here is primed. If you want to compare it to other Call of Duties, that's like that's flinch, right? But I think that was actually a perk on a gun in like MW3, but it does the same thing. Is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get to. And then primed adds another primary attachment, but that's whatever, right? So since I feel like I have to use Mountain instead of infantry, right? Because infantry, I'm on the mini-map constantly, which if they have UAV or if they have espionage, I'm pretty much going to be on the map the whole game, considering I rush and get shot a lot. So I won't get the bayonet, so I can't knife. Let's see what else does infantry get. Additional primary attachments. I don't really care about that, right? So what, you get like 4 maxed? Extra magazines and move slightly faster while aiming down sights, which is like Stalker from MW3. I won't get those perks because I have to be hidden and quiet. It feels like in this game, right? Same with like Airborne. I won't get suppressor. I won't get sprinting, blah 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 blah, because of how much I want to stay off the grid, right? Stay off radar, stay off their fucking headsets so they can't hear me because I'm so goddamn loud because someone put fucking 50-pound weights in your boots in this game. Expeditionary, I really don't know. I don't have a reason to ever play Expeditionary in my opinion. Some people might, some people might not. Armored, I could see why. So, because of those reasons, it's hard for me to play core. I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning of my fucking rant, but I've always played core for as long as I played Call of Duty. I could never get into hardcore because I like the rush, I guess, you get when you can turn on a guy and just completely ruin his day, right? If you could do that, that for me is fun. And it's easier, of course, in core to get like your Moabs and nukes, usually. Unless your team's feeding them like UAVs, but you have mountain division, so it doesn't matter. What else? Let's see. So, and this one I'm trying to play hardcore, but I never played hardcore in another Call of Duty ever, unless I had to for. No, actually, never. I never even had to do them for challenges. I ignored hardcore. Hardcore in this, I feel like. I'm not sure if like a lot of people are moving to hardcore, but I feel like I see more people playing hardcore in World War II than I do see them playing core. Which, if you think about like the problems that I addressed, hardcore kind of limits that, right? So, hit detection. As long as you can hit them twice, they're dead, right? What else? As long as you can hit them twice before they hit you once or whatever, you don't really need primed, right? They could still hear. You might still need foot mountain, depending if they sound whore. But since you don't have to use primed, you can use the basic training for that to silence your footsteps, and then use a division like infantry. But that means I have to play hardcore, which is a problem because I suck at hardcore. I'll have times where I'll get like 6-man feeds in hardcore, turn around and get shot in the back by a teammate. Not sure if that's just hardcore players being hardcore players or teammates just trying to troll, but that happens a lot to me too. Same with campers, but that's going to be in every core game or every Call of Duty game, right? No, campers aren't gonna stop because it's hardcore. If anything, it probably gets worse, right? So, let's see. We got the division problems out of the way, the base training out of problems out of the way that I hate. We got the hit detection out of the way that I hate. What else? They did okay trying to balance the guns. Like, I see what they did. Like, most SMGs are 4 to 5 shots, sometimes 3 if the guy's already wounded. Most assault or most rifles are, I think, 4 to 3 shots unless they're a single shot, which then they're 2 shot because they're not automatic. So they had to change how those work. LMGs, since they're heavy and you're slow, they're a 3 shot. Snipers, of course, have the chance of 1-shotting or they're 2 shot. So I see where they went with like the balancing reasons. I feel like they should be lowered though, especially for SMG. I feel like it shouldn't take you 4 to 5 shots with an SMG to kill someone. I feel like that takes too long. What else? Everyone knows CoD doesn't really care about PC. There's no real PC community because of it. I estimate within a few months there's going to be probably a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand players on PC. I feel like if they cared about PC a little bit more, it would be better. But they have a complete different company, not even making the game, just simply porting the game over, which makes everything delayed. Like, I think maybe a week before I'm speaking to you guys right now, there was a patch on console, which then, like, the whole leak for WXP came out, blah, 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 blah. PC has yet to get that update. We haven't had we didn't get the WXP weekend. We didn't get the update that came out a week ago. I'm not sure we're ever going to get an update at this point. I mean, we have to, right? There's a lot of fixes in the game that need to be fixed. But who knows when that'll be. I mean, I have a heroic skin for an LMG that isn't even considered, it doesn't even say it's in the game. I'll put it on a gun, I'll get into a game, and it'll completely change the class. It'll give me a different gun. But that's whatever. That's not that big of a deal. Let's see. What else do I dislike about the game? I'm trying to think. I'm also reading chat. I'm not sure if you guys agree with what I have to say. Holy shit, this is like a 17-minute rant. I'm gonna need this is gonna be a long ass video if I turn this into a YouTube video. I could talk about why I just don't like Sledgehammer, I guess, for a second, then we can end it. Or end my rant, and then we can go play fucking, like, Destiny or continue playing this game. Sledgehammer, since Advanced Warfare, which was their first solo dev game. How am I going to explain it? Sledgehammer's always been helping make CODs, but Advanced Warfare was like their first one that they made solo. How do I explain it? I'm going to say solo. I think you guys will know what I mean, though. And that was the first one that introduced flying, right? People liked the flying aspect. It was something different to the Call of Duty experience. It was just different. It was fun for a few months, I'll say that. And then they were also the first ones that did the supply drop thing, because, you know, the Call of Duty wants their money, right? So they did the supply drops, which was like different to the whole Call of Duty scene, if I remember correctly, and then they did the flying, which was different. So they wanted to show, clear off the bat, they wanted to show that they were different, right? No, I don't think I knew a single person that liked the supply drops, because the supply drops at the time, they weren't just skins, they also gave damage. Like, there was the Bal skin, there was the, I think it was the Inferno skin, or the name was Inferno, I don't remember, this is a while ago. I don't know a single person that liked that and didn't complain about it. That was a bad call. People I know still liked flying because it was different at the time, they thought it was cool, whatever, but then Call of Duties after that continued flying, and then it just got annoying and old, and people started hating it. I know some people that hate it, but some people that like it. The people that like it, though, usually like those type of games, like the super fast-paced flying, like Destiny PvP stuff, right? But along with the flying and the fast movement, I feel like that's what caused a lot of the spawn killing problems and shitty spawns in those games. Because by the time you died and respawned, the guy, for example, that just killed you could be on the other side of the map already where you're about to respawn. So it's like he moved quicker than the game calculated where to spawn you. But that's whatever. That's why I think the spawns in those games were shit. I could be wrong. Because the spawns in World War II at the moment are... I haven't had a complaint unless it's like free-for-all. But hey, that's free-for-all, right? And then so... They drop... So Sledgehammer... We're talking about why Sledgehammer... Why I hate Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer drops the whole flying aspect, right? They go back to boots on the ground to get the community to shut the fuck up, right? But then they wanted to change the whole perk system, and that's... You pretty much get one perk plus the 4 that are on your divisions. But the way that the divisions are set up, it's like it's a set amount of perks, and it's shitty perks, right? But in my opinion, Mountain has the best perk set over all of them. That's, like I said, my opinion. It's not a fact. I know people that like just running around with suppressors and nothing else. The perk system, I don't think they should have changed, honestly. I feel like they would have been better off just, just setting the game back to boots on the ground, leaving everything alone, and then seeing how the community reacted to it. And then going from there. And then the next Call of Duty could go from there, like, all right, boys, we're back. Who makes the next one? So it's Sledgehammer. I think Activision's next. Is it Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer? Whichever one's the next one, I honestly don't remember. Could then go from like, all right, so they like back to the boots on the ground. Maybe now we can mess around with changing the perk systems again. Even though in Black Ops 2 they already did that. They added the pick 10, pick 12, 11, one of those. They just changed that, and people liked it. I didn't mind it.
I'd be pissed.
But Sledgehammer, I think they're really trying to prove that they can do something different, and the community obviously doesn't really like it. I haven't heard anything good about the perk system from anybody, honestly, that I know. I'm not sure how the console community is reacting to it. I've been too busy streaming this game and Destiny. Why did my screen just go black? I swear to God, my recording stopped. That was weird. It was like my power tried going out. Alright, the stream's still going, the recording's still going. What was I saying? Shit. Fuck. Fuck.
I need 2 kills.
They're trying to show... Sledgehammer is trying to show that, like, they can change things up. Like, how Treyarch had their... They're the first ones that did zombies, right? So Treyarch, in my opinion, is known for their zombies. I think Sledgehammer is trying to find what they can be known for, and right now it's just... it hasn't been working for them over the years, The flying didn't really work. It worked for a few months. The weapon boxes didn't really work because people hated the kind of pay to win aspect. It wasn't really pay to win because you could get them legit, but in order to get them legit, it was super grindy, and that's just not for a Call of Duty game. Let's see. We're at 23 minutes right now. Are you kidding me? There's no way I've been talking for 23 minutes. Let's see. I think that's it then. We've been talking for 23 minutes. Yeah, so anyone that could be... that's it, stream. Anyone who's watching this on... if I upload this to YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, that's my rant about my feelings for MW2 on PC. Like I said multiple times, this could be different on console. I feel like I skipped some things, but it's whatever. Shit happens. Yeah, that's my rant. Hope y'all have a good day.